And the fact that Schiff hasn't blinked since 1992. And he didn't take the news so well. The disgraced Democrat went on TikTok to complain. Behold.
I'm Congressman Adam Schiff with some troubling news. Today, Kevin McCarthy removed me from the House Intelligence Committee, all for doing my job, for holding Trump accountable and standing up to the extreme MAGA Republicans.
Senator Schiff, given the ongoing political tensions and Trump's actions toward his critics, do you think President Biden's preemptive pardons turned out to be more important than initially expected? Let's first tell people what that means, preemptive pardons. That was pretty unprecedented, right? Before he left office, Joe Biden pardoned you and a number of people who he thought Trump would go after.
No, I take the opposite view. I don't think he should have given the pardons at all.
Really?
No, I don't think he should have, and I was vocal about that at the time.
Can you refuse a pardon?
That's less clear because in the case of the January 6th committee, he pardoned essentially the whole committee.
You know that type of politician who just refuses to disappear. Scandals pile up, lies stacked to the ceiling, and somehow they keep crawling back like political cockroaches after a nuclear blast. Adam Schiff is the king of that species. But here's the plot twist. People are finally catching on. Bill Maher, who is far from a mega warrior, just grilled Schiff on live TV. And Greg Gutfeld? He didn't roast Schiff, he obliterated him. This wasn't comedy. This was a demolition of a career built on smoke, mirrors, and Olympic-level grandstanding. So if you're sick of politicians lying straight to your face and getting rewarded for it, smash that subscribe button. Let's break down how the zombie congressman turned himself into public enemy number one.
Let's stop talking about Trump. We talk about him too much. We want to tell people what we're going to do for them. Healthcare, environment, those kind of issues. For example, I've seen you on TV a lot in the last couple of years. I know everything you know, or that you tell us, about the Russian situation. I don't have a clue what you think about healthcare. I've never heard it. Yeah. I don't know whether you're for Medicare for all, or improve Obamacare, or get a chicken. I don't know what. I don't know what.
Not just to Republicans, but to anyone who still cares about honesty in politics. Let's start with Schiff's pity party on TikTok. Yes, TikTok. The same app lawmakers warn us is basically a Chinese surveillance tool. But somehow it's Schiff's favorite stage to cry about being removed from the House Intelligence Committee. In his best I'm the victim voice, he whined. All for doing my job, for holding Trump accountable and standing up to MAGA extremists. Give me a break. That's not why you got booted, Adam. You got tossed because you spent years selling America a story that turned out to be complete fiction. Russian collusion, remember that? Schiff swore he had evidence. Swore it. Repeated it so many times he probably hypnotized himself. But he never produced anything. Not once. It was political theater. And when the curtain finally dropped, all you saw was lie after lie after lie.
Adam Schiff is not only a stone-cold, hopeless loser, but he is one of the most corrupt, one of the most shameful, one of the most heinous individuals ever to serve in public office in America. And everything he's devoted his life to has been debunked, discredited, and discarded. He literally represents the face of failure.
Instead of owning up to it, Schiff went full gaslighter. I'm being punished for standing up to Trump. No, dude. You're being punished for misleading an entire nation. Big difference. And Bill Maher? He wasn't playing along. Maher isn't pro-Trump, but he is allergic to BS, and Schiff walked in covered in it. Maher flat out told him, I've heard you talk about Trump and Russia for years, but never anything about healthcare or what you've actually done for Americans. Ouch.
Now it just looks like you're stalking him. I think in the eyes of the people who don't follow it that closely, which is most of the country, here's the thing about Bob Mueller. He's like the last person, maybe the last thing in America that left and right agreed on. Left and right basically agreed. This is a guy of honor. This is an honest guy. This is an honest broker. Whatever he says goes. Americans are not into details. Don't read it to me, Bob. Just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. The fact that he was like, if you couldn't impeach before, How are you going to impeach after?
Maher basically said what everyone already knows. Adam Schiff has no real accomplishments. No legislative wins. No policies anyone can name. Just years of impeachment obsession, like a Reddit conspiracy theorist who thinks every shadow is the deep state. While Schiff was chasing his impeachment fantasies.
I mean, the Mueller report is, at the end of the day, you know, that firecracker that, you know, goes up and then the one that fizzles. You know, oh, look, nothing. Do you think you guys relied too much on that?
Real problems were erupting. Think back to early 2020. While COVID was silently slipping into the US, Schiff and his crew were still glued to impeachment hearings that went absolutely nowhere. Greg Gutfeld didn't let that slide. He went feral.
Something's got to be done for Adam Schiff, because he created 3 years of a massive fallacy that did so much damage to this country and made us miss probably one of the most important stories of our lifetime. We were having hearings on impeachment while the coronavirus was exploding. We talked about that virus in green rooms, but we had to do this impeachment story. We had to show these hearings. It's all on him, man. He's got to go. They got to investigate him. They got to hold him accountable. I'm not going to say he should go to prison, but my evil twin will say he should go away to prison for a very long time.
Gutfeld pointed out that Schiff's obsession with impeachment actually distracted the government and media from preparing for one of the worst health crises in modern history. People were getting sick. Hospitals were filling. And Schiff, running the same broken record narrative like it was his personal ringtone. Gutfeld even joked that his evil twin thinks Schiff should go to prison. Sure, it was a joke, but the frustration behind it was real. Because you don't have to like Trump to see how dangerous it is when politicians weaponize lies for political points. Schiff didn't just waste time, he wasted trust. He exploited the power of his committee to attack his enemies, then pivoted to victimhood when it all collapsed. And then, as if none of it happened, he announces his running for Senate. A promotion. His campaign ad. Slick, dramatic, and stuffed with cliches about protecting democracy and fighting extremism, while completely ignoring his own trail of deception.
Congressman Adam Schiff announced this morning he's running for U.S. Senate in California, which is guaranteed to boost U-Haul rentals headed for Texas. He unveiled a highly polished and produced political ad right on the heels of getting booted from the House Intel Committee. Coincidence?
Bill Maher wasn't fooled for a second. He talked about how voters, especially in California, are sick of leaders who talk big and deliver nothing. Schiff's Senate run is just the same tired script. Bash Trump. Say democracy a bunch. Dodge every real question. When Maher pressed him on cultural issues like men competing in women's sports, Schiff danced around it like a ballerina dodging landmines. No clarity, no conviction, just political mush.
The Atlantic put out an article last year, and it was called "Separating Sports by Sex Doesn't Make Sense," and talked about how we separate sports like the WNBA just because it's just socialization. This is insane.
I agree.
Okay. That's why people vote for Trump. Mm-hmm. Because there's stuff like that on the left that people just go, I know Trump's horrible, but separating sports by sex makes perfect sense.
And that's the whole problem. People are done with vagueness, done with spinelessness. Agree or disagree, at least have the backbone to say what you actually believe. Schiff doesn't. And his hypocrisy gets even worse. When a judge was arrested for helping an illegal immigrant avoid ICE, Schiff suddenly had no comment. Claimed he didn't know enough. Seriously? This is the same guy who chased every flimsy Trump rumor with laser focus, but now he's clueless when it involves his own side. That's not justice. That's politics. And Americans are sick of it.
Did you read about the judge today that was arrested by, it's such a new story. I didn't want to bring it up during the show because I don't know enough about it, but there was a judge in Milwaukee. I guess it was a hearing for an illegal immigrant, definitely an illegal immigrant. And the ICE people came in to arrest this person, and apparently the judge spirited the person out the back door. That's what I read. Don't know if it's true because I don't trust anybody until I do a full vetting of it. But if this is and so the FBI came in and arrested the judge. Now, I haven't heard that, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever read arrested a judge. So is this significant?
Well, I think
I'm not going to comment on something I don't know more about than what you've just told me.
You read about it too.
Yeah, I mean, I read about it, but I don't know.
So you don't trust anything either, and you work for the New York Times.
Well,
Let's talk about Schiff's censure. The House officially censured him for pushing the fake Russia collusion narrative, making him only the 26th member in US history to receive that dishonor. And he didn't even blink. Literally, people joke he hasn't blinked since 1992. And after watching his robotic TikTok monologues, I believe it. But here's the real point. The censure was symbolic. It was Washington finally saying, enough lies. Enough theater. Enough of the smug posturing from someone who's done nothing for everyday Americans.
For two. Schiff becomes only the 26th member ever to be censured. But to his credit, he's still the only member to have a 12.
What has Schiff done to fix inflation? The border? The skyrocketing cost of living in California, the state he wants to represent? Absolutely nothing. He's too busy chasing ghosts and crafting MSNBC soundbites. So when Gutfeld torched his Senate campaign on live TV, it wasn't just mockery, it was a warning. Gutfeld basically said, if you want a leader who lies, deflects, and dodges every tough question, go ahead, vote for Schiff. But if you want results, integrity, and actual leadership, leave the circus behind. And that's the truth, whether you're left, right, or somewhere in the middle. Schiff's problem isn't just that he lied. It's that he keeps lying. He ran with a fake dossier, turned it into a national obsession, and when it fell apart, he pretended it never happened. No accountability. Just the next speech. The next headline. The next campaign. Now he wants a Senate seat, and Californians should feel insulted. This isn't leadership. It's manipulation dressed up as public service. He built his brand on outrage, not solutions, and the cracks are finally showing. From dodging cultural issues to spinning consequences as persecution, Schiff is now the poster child for everything people hate about Washington. And whether it's Bill Maher, Greg Gutfeld, or fed-up voters across the country, one message is coming through loud and clear. We see you, Adam. And we're done. So if you're tired of the lies, the circus, and the political games, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Should Adam Schiff get a Senate seat? Or is it time he finally faces the consequences of the damage he's done? Let's talk about it, because the era of political theater is ending. And for Adam Schiff, the spotlight just became a microscope.